Brother K, Sister Sel. A very good, message ng awitin. Di ba? Napakaganda. Okay, so thank you also for your prayers. The Lord blesses our ministry in Scarborough this morning at 10:30. So praise God. So we're a little bit late kasi after the service din, nagkaayaan kami na maghalo-halo. Kaya medyo nalit ang konti. Kasi medyo mainit ang panahon. Alright, so please take your Bible with me in the book of 2 Peter chapter 1. Verses 1 to 4. I will be just reading verse 1 to 4 for now. And 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 1 to 4. Simon Peter, a servant and apostle of Jesus Christ, to those who through the righteousness of our God and Savior Jesus Christ have received a faith as precious as ours. Grace and peace be yours in abundance through the knowledge of God and of Jesus our Lord. Look at in verse 3. His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him and called us by His own glory and goodness. Look at in verse 4. Through this, He has given us His very great and precious promises so that through them you may participate in the divine nature, having escaped the corruption in the world caused by evil desires. A very good passage from Apostle Peter. You see here, Simon Peter, a servant and apostle of Jesus Christ. If we will change our name, Lino, a servant and apostle of Jesus Christ. If you will change that Peter to your name, we are all servants of God. Disciples and followers of the Lord. And this afternoon, our topic is biblical discipleship. Ang discipleship, ito yung tagasunod. Ito yung follower ng Panginoong Jesus. And there are many dynamics involved in biblical discipleship. Alam niyo, I am convinced na minsan, yung basic misunderstanding ng mga mananampalataya sa kanilang Christian life, that many Christians live a very shallow level in their spiritual lives. In their mind, after nila ma-experience, ang salvation is just like one-time event. And come to the altar and ask God for forgiveness of their sin. And basically, a true follower of the Lord Jesus Christ, it involves following wholeheartedly and giving all their lives to the Lord. And live through in all of it. For example, like, according to Barna's research, look at here at Barna's research about the discipleship in many churches in North America. In every 6 adults who attend the Christian church services as is involved in some type of group or one-to-one discipleship training. And women are twice as likely to be involved in spiritual growth and activities. Is it true in MCF? I think so. In most of the Bible study that I attended, if you will number the men and women most likely a lot of number than men. All right? So, Barna is true to this research. And then small group are the most common means, small groups, in discipleship. Sunday school, 20%. For now, you don't have Sunday school, right? You don't have Sunday school, but you have a Bible study, like Saturday and other days. But traditional and common churches here in Canada and in North America, we have Sunday school, only 20%. And also one-to-one discipleship, 14%. And how many of you grow through one-on-one discipleship? How many of you? Someone help you to grow in your spiritual walk with God. One-on-one, good, amen. One-on-one discipleship is very important as well. Or two-person discipleship. I grew up in a discipleship program as well. Before, through my pastor, and after that, a lady, she's now living in Hawaii, and last, I think 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to see her after probably nearly 30 years. No, missing. After 30 years, I saw her again. I was so blessed to see her. I said, you know what, Ate Cora? I thank God during that time when I was a new Christian, you are the one who helped me to grow in my Christian walk with God. Yeah, special faith-oriented class and others online discipleship according to Barna's research. But not like in MFBC, our church, and also in my personal experience, one-on-one discipleship or family discipleship is very helpful to grow in their Christian walk. For example, like here in the church, we met on Sunday, and then we listen to the message, you attend the Bible study, but it is different when someone disciples you. If you are meeting like once a week or every other week, the relationship was built. Stronger relationship. You know, me and Ate Nida, since we involved in MFBC since 1993, families and people, like one-on-one discipleship that we did, even now, those families are very close to us, like one family. And even those single people, I did a lot of discipleship. And these people, it's like a different relationship than other Christians because you have some intimacy. You know each other, you can read each other. So that is discipleship. That is very important in every local church to have a discipleship program. Because here in MCF, in many local churches, church community, we want to produce doers of the words, not just hearers. Yes, we hear the word, but we want to practice one. We want to doers of the words, to transform, not merely inform. And there are times we just like inform. Oh, that's nice. That's a good message. But is there a transformation, or we are just informed on those messages? For example, like we learned yet last week about evangelism. What evangelism? That's good. What we did during the week. Did we share to our loved ones, to our friends? Are we doers of the words? It is between you and God. Sometimes pastor or elders or leaders of the church, they cannot squeeze your hands. Why you are not discipling? Or why are you evangelizing? Why are you reaching out people? No. It is between you and God. And that's our prayer, that we doers of the words. And what is discipleship? We are called to make disciples. We are called to make disciples. It is the heart of our Lord's commission to His church. We are called to make disciples. I'm sure you memorized this passage. I believe I read this last week. Matthew 28, 19 and 20. Who want to recite that passage? Please.
All power is given.
Yes. Therefore, go and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. And the last phrase, and teaching them to observe all things. I have commanded you, and said, surely I am with you, always to the very end of the age. God commanded us to evangelize and to be a disciple, and after that said, and teaching them to observe all things. There are so many Christians who came to know the Lord, a new believer. They said, know the Lord's command to be baptized. Because baptism is part of discipleship. Once we become a Christian, God wants us to obey Him in believer's baptism. And we know that baptism is separate from salvation. We are not following the Lord in believer's baptism to be saved, to cleanse our sin. We are following the Lord because we are obeying His command. If it is God's command, it is important. Right?
Yes.
If it's not important, God will not command us to obey in believers' baptism. So if you are a believer, you haven't followed the Lord in believers' baptism, it is not me, it is the Word of God who said it, to follow Him in believers' baptism. That's the first test of our faith. That's the first step. For example, if someone, for example, like there's like a single person, like example like Gurley, if he has a boyfriend, just like example, Gurley. And Gurley said, "Do you really love me?" And then, if that guy will say, "Yes, Gurley, I love you," and then Gurley's second question, "If you love me, can you marry me?" If the person will say, "Oh, I will think about it," do you think that guy, that person really loved Gurley? There's a big question mark. The same thing with the Lord. We accept